Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. If you are new here, hit the red subscribe button and be a part of our family. Today I kind of want to talk about a little bit of a couple things that have been happening. So I'm gonna see if I can set you guys up right. There we go. Alright, so right now I am waiting for Patrick. He is currently at his boss's house and he's inside. So I decided I'm gonna film this because it's been a while and I haven't really been able to film, and I kind of want to talk about some wedding stuff and like tips and tricks on wedding things, because you guys know that I'm getting married in 128 days to be exact, and I just want to talk about a couple things about what's going on and things that I think are important for when you're wedding planning. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe for sure and be a part of our family. And if you guys want to learn more about our wedding tricks and tips, let's get started into the vlog. Alright, so the first trick that I have for you guys is that I started wedding planning through a app called, I'll leave the link on the screen right here. I started to, there's people staring at me. Don't you love it? Yeah, so I started planning through a app, and it basically tells you all your budgeting, everything that you would need to know. So yeah, I started using the app, and the app is really beneficial. And then I ended up going out to get a binder, which has like, I wrote down everything that we needed, our budget, everything, all of our costs and expenses. And then we started to make a list of our family and friends that were going to attend the wedding. We have 100-person cap limit because it is super expensive. So let's start off the first things that we ever did. Okay, sorry guys. So the first things that we did was we wanted to decide our venue. So we wanted to be married in a church at first, but then we decided that we were just gonna go ahead and book a minister. And then, so first we wanted to pick out where our wedding was located. So we found our venue. It was super beautiful, super affordable, and it's well known. It is in a different town than my family, so we had to also kind of think of how we're gonna get my family here and everything like that. So the first things first is we went and checked out our venue, and our venue is in Leamington, Ontario. Not really going to give specifics on that just because, I don't want random people showing up to my wedding. So we picked our venue, we went and we seen what it looks like. We're going to get married there and have our meal there all in one place just because it's kind of convenient that works out. So once we went to our venue, we talked about numbers, talked about the cost and the approximate like the prices. And while going to the venue, I brought my wedding binder and kind of just took down some notes just about everything about our venue. And we decided to have our meal that day for just to see how their food was, to see if we were going to get them to cater or we were going to get someone else to cater our wedding. So we ended up staying for dinner, and then we met back with the coordinator who coordinates all the stuff like that, and we decided to take the venue and the food as well. We are having buffet style, which most weddings do nowadays just because it is better. So there's lots of variety and people can eat as much as they'd like. So yeah, we're going to be feeding 100 people, and my venue includes, so the venue, the food, and all the decorations. And then it is a little bit extra if you wanted extra stuff. So venue is checked, we are good to go, and now we have to find the minister. A lot of people are wondering how we found our minister. We found our minister on Kijiji, and we basically wanted someone that was reputable, had good experiences, had lots of reviews. So we came in contact with our minister, and we had set a meeting to meet with him. Now we met with our minister, we went over everything, and it's good to kind of just get the feel of your minister. So that's what we did. we ended up checking off a minister next. Our minister's cost, for people wondering, were around $300, which is kind of good. I'll kind of explain why we didn't get married, or why we're not getting married in a church. So as most of you guys know, I am not Catholic. Patrick is. So I would have had to go on to classes and then be baptized before we were married. And it didn't really work out in our favor for that to work, because I was working, he was working. It just wasn't something that we could juggle before our wedding date. Next, we went dress shopping. So dress shopping was kind of an experience. We walked into our bridal shop and we were just kind of taking a look around. I wasn't set really on a dress that I liked. I was originally going to order my dress online. I had been looking at many different styles, but then I didn't want to order online because what if it got here and it didn't fit? And then we were going to get his mother to make my wedding dress because she does alterations and all that good stuff. She loves to sew. And so we had asked her, and she was saying that the fabric would be just as much money as getting a wedding dress. So we ended up, again, going into the bridal shop, looking around. I looked at a bunch of them, and I had seen this dress, and my mother-in-law said, "Hey, Robbie, look at this one." I was just like, no, I don't really think that's my style. And it was kind of awkward because we did bring Patrick with us, because we weren't going to get a dress right away. We were just kind of going to look at options. So we had picked our dress, and it is now confirmed that I have my dress. I did try it on, got the recommendations, and we go back in June or July for me to get alterations. So I didn't do the traditional go with your bride party to pick your dress. I just went with my mother-in-law and my husband, soon to be husband, but he wasn't in the room and has not seen my dress. But it is so freaking beautiful. Next was our rings. A lot of people were asking where my engagement ring was. So we decided that the day of the wedding I would get my engagement ring and my ring, because it is a 2 set, and I would rather feel more comfortable doing that. So that is exactly what we are doing. When going ring shopping, we decided to go just browse around and see, because our local jeweler that Patrick attends for my necklace and my earrings had a very good sale, and we let Adeline pick out my ring, and I let Patrick pick out his. So again, rings were checked off. So then came our photographer. Our photographer is a good friend that I've known my entire life. Not my entire life, but a good part of my life. We grew up together. She's a super amazing lady. I'll link her photography stuff in the description down below, and I'll put it on the screen as well. Her name is Zoe. She's so amazing. She's a great person, and she's very, very affordable, and she's good at what she does, for sure. So that was checked off. Our DJ has been booked, but we haven't met with him yet. For our DJ, we didn't really want anything super crazy or over the top, so now I'm just going to get into some tips and tricks that I think that are important when you're booking your venue, everything, anything that you have in mind. So the first thing I want to say is I made a binder like I described, and it basically had everything that we wanted, prices, our guest list, all of our receipts. I made sure our binder had a pocket so that we could keep all of the contracts and everything inside there. I think that's super important to keep everything neat and tidy, and you can just go back and check it off. I also think the app is super cool because it helps you find local venues close to you or local stuff close to you to help you have the perfect wedding. The other thing I did was a lot of Pinterest looking. I looked on Pinterest so much that I have an entire folder full of my Pinterest stuff, which I will leave my handle in the description down below for my Pinterest if you guys decide you want to take a look. I also had talked to people who had gotten married and got their opinions. I went to my bridal party as well and did some things like that. We talked about things that are important. I had contacted my family to figure out if they would like this idea, if they wouldn't. So getting opinions of others is super important as well. I think that the planning should be both ways for you and your husband to be. A lot of the times we both say, yeah, we really like that. Or if one says, oh, I like that, and one doesn't, then we just compromise and we go from there. So far we have everything checked off but our girls' dresses, which I'm only having 2 girls in my wedding. That is my cousin to my maid of honor, Jessica, and my best friend, Rebecca. So we're keeping it pretty simple. We are supplying everything at our cost. They do not have to provide anything. Not everyone has the money to do that, so if you don't, that's okay. Hotel is also booked for our guests. We will be paying for that as well. So a lot of the things that have really been asked is, are we happy with things right now? We're super happy with things, like super happy. We're really happy on how things are going. Is it stressful? It is 100% stressful. There's days where I just say, forget it, we're gonna go get married in a destination, and say, forget it. One of my main tips will be, don't stress. It's going to be stressful, and I'm going to say that it is a lot of work, and you're going to fight and have stressful moments, but at the end of the day, it's going to be beautiful, and I just want my wedding to go perfect. And yeah, so with my guests, I had went with my friends and family. A lot of my family won't be attending, or some of my friends cannot attend, but that's okay. Don't stress. The main people in your life will be a part of your day. Alright guys, so that is everything that I can think of for my wedding tips and tricks, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to make another video. Bye guys.